Here are the pictures you sent in on our Eyewitness platform. We'll begin with this one from Kaduna Zaria Highway showing a gridlock on that road. Our Eyewitness reporter says the truck drivers there are protesting the alleged killing of one of them by a soldier over extortion attempt. Next is this one from Ikorodu in Lagos showing a badly overloaded truck, and of more concern is that people were sighted sitting on it. And from Ejigwegbe in Lagos comes this photo of a road which our Eyewitness reporter said was awarded for construction but had been abandoned before the project was completed. He therefore appeals to the relevant authorities to complete the road, which has made life unbearable for residents. And finally, from Elekaya in Port Harcourt, the River State capital, comes this photo of poorly disposed waste. Our Eyewitness reporter says this waste is already constituting a health hazard to residents. He therefore appeals to the authorities to clear the rubbish. Well, thank you for sending these pictures in, and also please remember that you can download the channel's television free apps and report news and events happening around you. In a bid to restructure his administration, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, has approved the dissolution of all boards of parastatals and agencies of government in the state. The dissolution takes immediate effect. In a statement released by his Chief Press Secretary, Governor Ambode stated that the Civil Service Commission, the Judicial Service Commission, and the State Independent Electoral Commission are exempted. The Governor commended the modest contributions of the members of the dissolved boards, just as he wished them well in their future endeavors. Meanwhile, the Governor has approved the appointment of Mrs. Abimbola Shukurat Umar as the new Accountant General of the State and Permanent Secretary in the State Treasury Office. Prior to her new appointment, Mrs. Umar was the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Oil giant ExxonMobil has donated equipment worth 50 million naira to 6 tertiary institutions in the country through its university's partnership program. According to the General Manager Operations Technical Geoscience of Exo Exploration and Production Nigeria Limited, Mr. Michael Udo, the company has since the inception of the program in 2007 provided support worth over 1 billion naira. He said the program is aimed at ensuring that Nigeria stands on equal competitive footing with the best universities in the world in the study of geosciences and the quality of instruction and knowledge. Our correspondent Amaka Okafor has a report.
Players in the education sector and beneficiary universities converge on the National Universities Commission Auditorium for a yearly event by Exo Exploration and Production Nigeria Limited, a subsidiary of the ExxonMobil company, to support government tertiary institutions in the study of geosciences. The General Manager Operations Technical Geosciences for the company, Mr. Michael Udo, sets the ball rolling.
To date, we have committed over 900 million to the UPP. And our long-term goal is to ensure that every public university in Nigeria offering geosciences benefit from this program towards improving the quality of their studies.
Commending the company, the Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission asked other companies to emulate the good examples of the company, as the government cannot adequately fund education on its own.
The equipment you are giving to us will further enhance the delivery. So we promise you that we will monitor those equipment effectively and add value to them with respect to encouraging their proper usage.
The gesture by the company also received the support and commendations of players in the geoscience sector, such as the Nigerian Geological Survey Agency, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, and the Ministry of Education.
The primary purpose of the UPP is to improve the quality of geosciences graduates from our universities. It has also created a platform to assist the Nigerian Geological Survey in fulfilling its mandate of generating, archiving, and disseminating geosciences data and information to the public.
The beneficiaries also promised to ensure that the equipment are properly used and maintained.
We promise that we will use this equipment effectively for teaching, for research, and to produce the maps that have been assigned to us to produce.
The donated items include analytical equipment, digital cameras, mosquito nets for field trips, and the sum of 5.77 million naira each to the 6 universities. Since the intervention of the company began in 2007, the geological center in the Nigerian tertiary institutions have risen from 3 to 14. Amaka Okafor, Channels Television News.
Business news is next on the news at 10.
First Bank. You first.
Hello and welcome to Business News. Nigeria's immediate past Minister of Finance, Dr. Okonjo Iweala, is optimistic that the Buhari administration will build on the previous efforts at blocking leakages in the civil service. Speaking to Channels Television Foreign Affairs correspondent Amarachi Ubani on the sidelines of the AU summit in South Africa, Dr. Okonjo Iweala says improved revenue generation depends on weeding out ghost workers.
That there's a very good chance for the administration to continue and strengthen the work on plugging leakages. As you know, we started to do more on the tax side so that in 2014 we got $600 million more than what we would have gotten in the FIRS. I think there's room to continue that work in strengthening tax administration, in making sure that those who should pay get to pay, in plugging the leakages even within the civil service in terms of the work on ghost workers. That hasn't been completed. In looking at the oil sector and plugging the leakages there. So I think there's a great opportunity. The work has started. I am sure that it will be built on, and that will be to the good of the whole country.
Key indicators at the Nigerian equities market sustained a positive momentum at the beginning of the trading week, with the all-share index closing at 33,720.64 points. Christy Cole-Popola has more.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Markets Report. Key indicators at the Nigerian equities market remained positive at the beginning of the week, with the all-share index gaining another 0.29% to close at 33,720.64 points. Guinness tops the advances list with a 17 naira share price appreciation. Forte Oil gained 4 naira 99 kobo, while Dangote Cement appreciated 1 naira 1 kobo. Now, on the decliners table, PZ tops with a 3 naira loss. Okonjo Oil lost 1 naira 74 kobo, while International Breweries said 1 naira. On the volumes chart, Access Bank takes the lead, selling over 113 million shares. Flour Mills sold 16 million, while Zenith Bank sold 12 million shares. Now, at the close of trading, investors had exchanged 229.7 million shares, valued at 4.85 billion naira in 3,482 deals. And that's the Stock Markets Report. I am Christy Cole-Popola.
Thanks a lot, Christy Cole. Skybank is introducing a strategic banking relationship with its customers for financial inclusion. The business model, code-named RTAG, was launched in Lagos with the aim of meeting the needs of individuals and entrepreneurs beyond their finances. Channel's business correspondent Temple Ashaju reports.
Tired of the usual product-led approach to serving its customers, Skybank has introduced the Personal Experience Program christened Retail Transformation and Growth, codenamed RTAG. And at the launching ceremony, Skybank Managing Director, Mr. Pt.3 explains the rationale was to give more value to Skybank customers.
But more importantly, we have loaded them with a lot of benefits. For the customers, there are so many freebies that we are sometimes we have been very generous, but we think the customers deserve a lot of value from their banking relationships.
RTAG is a personal banking project that helps Skybank to identify 3 consumer segments of entrepreneurs with a maximum of 2 products to each segment.
We've identified 3 major customer segments that, based on who we are and our strengths and competencies, we are poised to meet their needs. So we have the mass market, the emerging middle class, and then the mass affluent. And then for our SME banking, the same thing. We've stratified it into 3 bands: SMEs that are within a monthly turnover limit of 5 million. The next level are the people within 15 million, and then the 50 million.
Besides, the new RTAG project is also a reward scheme on its limitless SkySafe product accounts. And at the launch of RTAG, a millionaire emerged through an electronic draw.
You are the winner of the first draw under our new savings reward program. You have won yourself a reward of 1 million naira. We will get to you through your account officer and the BDM.
All a customer needs is to run this account, maintain a minimum credit balance of 2,000 naira, and every month you stand a chance to emerge as one of our millionaires. It's got the approval of the Lottery Commission. Winners will emerge at the end of each month, and we'll give away 5 million every month.
With no deadline for the monthly reward program, the RTAG project and Reach for the Sky Millionaire scheme come with freebies of debit cards and checkbooks. Temple Ashaju, Channels Business News.
Well, that's a wrap in business news. I'm Anne Nwawadu. The rest of the news at 10 continues in just a moment.
First Bank. You first.
When the news at 10 returns, 16 athletes invited to camp as Team Nigeria prepares for the IAAF World Youth Championship in Colombia. That's in sports news. Stay with us.